Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Been a little while since we did an action figure review, been doing mostly graphic novel stuff, but today we are looking at a fun 2-pack from Hasbro, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Lost Galaxy Red Ranger, In Space Psycho Red Ranger 2-pack. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of words for the title. But it is pretty cool. This was the first Lost Galaxy Ranger to be released. And I think that this Psycho Red and the Psycho Blue were released around the same time. Psycho Green's coming out at the time of recording this as well, which is pretty swag. Yeah, these are the two figures. They're both pretty good. They are both pretty good. I spent yesterday messing around with them, and today we're doing the review. Today we're doing the review. Yeah, so they said the 2-packs are all reflecting major story moments. So this would probably be the team-up episode with In Space. It's been a long time since I've watched Lost Galaxy, so please give me a break with that stuff. And the Psycho Rangers are really just my favorite Power Ranger villains ever. So I'm very, very excited to get into it. First up, let's look at the Psycho Ranger, since it's the less new, because I already reviewed Psycho Blue. It is the same exact sculpt as Psycho Blue. Exactly the same. The only difference is that he's painted red, and he has a different weapon. Instead of the axe, he has this very cool sword, which I really like. It's nicer than the Legacy Collection one. That's the truth. He also has this cool energy effect hand. I'm going to show you all their accessories in a bit. Articulation-wise, side to side, up and down. You know, lots of great movement in the torso, on the waist, forward and back on the arms, in and out like this. Bicep swivel, double elbow bend, forward and back on the wrist, rotation on the wrist. We also got forward and back on the leg, in and out, you know, it can move all around. Thigh swivel, double knee bend, a very well hidden boot swivel, which is nice, and then up and down on the foot, ankle pivot. So he's got plenty of articulation, which is very, very nice. I'm digging the Psycho Red. Can't wait to get the full team together. I mostly want the ladies. I really mostly want the ladies, but what you gonna do? Am I right? Hopefully we'll get silver and black soon as well. But before that, I'd really like pink and yellow. I really would. In fact, I almost think the 2-pack should have been Psycho Pink and Lost Galaxy Pink because of what happened with them. That almost makes more sense, but the Red Rangers will sell better, so Red Rangers it was. Now, the Lost Galaxy Red Ranger has a few problems. He's got a lot of red on his white areas that you can clearly see. He's got a big scuff right there on where his belt meets the skin. Really tough. And both these guys have some stiff articulation, but that's nothing some hot water or a heater won't fix. Side to side on the head, up and down on the head, forward and back in the arms, up and down on the arms, forward and back this way, double elbow bend, you got a wrist swivel, you got in and out on the wrists, you got all kinds of great ab and torso movement. I love those ab and torso articulations. I'm glad they're bringing that to Marvel Legends with the new Spider-Man figures. In and out on the legs, forward and back, you know, thigh swivel, double knee bend, boot swivel, and then of course the same thing, up and down on the foot, ankle pivot. And they got peg holes in the bottom of the feet, which is really nice. Sorry Red. I really dig these Rangers. But yeah, I do need to rewatch Lost Galaxy. The Magna Defender arc was one of the best arcs in Power Ranger history. I've watched it just by itself several times. But now let's get to some accessories. So for Red Ranger we have a fist hand and a holding hand. But we also have a holding hand for the other side, and a karate chop hand, not to mention the open sword, but also the closed sword, which slides right into his holster here. And it's actually, because these things clip onto the side of the holster in the show, and they actually sculpted a special holster for it to look like it's clipped on. So that's a really nice detail that I really appreciate from them. We also get an unmasked head, as always with these Rangers that have identities. And this really unique flaming sword piece. We haven't gotten a piece like this from the Lightning Collection before. You just slide it onto the Lost Galaxy sword, and brava! That is cool. That is just really, really cool. With Psycho Red, you get the big sword you saw earlier, 2 holding hands, 1 for each side, a single fist hand for this side, and then the energy hand that we get with all the Psycho Rangers. That's really, really cool. And the way they are both displayed in this video is how I'm going to display them on my shelf. Now how about we jump right into size comparisons. I'm just going to do both their comparisons at the same time. Here they are with some other Hasbro Lightning Collection figures. The Dino Charge Red Ranger on the left, and the GameStop exclusive Goldar on the right. I think this worked out pretty well, to be honest. They seem to scale well with everybody in their line. Here they are with some Super Sentai SH figure arts from Bandai and Tamashii Nations. You have Goukai Silver on the left and Goukai Yellow on the right. Here they are with the Beast Morphers line from Hasbro, the blue Beast Morphers Ranger on the left, and on the right, Evox, the big bad. Here we have some larger scaled Rangers. Here on the left, the GameStop exclusive Armored Red Ranger from the Legacy line Bandai ended with. And then here on the right, the Sentai Hero Series Zuyo Whale, which I believe is a form of the Red Ranger. I thought it was just an Orange Ranger before. I bought this figure because it looked cool. I haven't actually watched that show yet, sorry. But, yeah, you know, it's a pretty, bad matchup. They're too big. Here they are with some figures from other Toku franchises. We have Kamen Rider Gaim, Orange Arms from SH Figure Arts here on the left. And then from the very cool, very Gucci gang, current Ultraman line, we have Dark Cloth Zero, the 500 doll. But, yeah, these are some current scales for these heroes. If you want to see another Kamen Rider scale that's common right now, common, get it? Here's this Evil Cobra form. So, the figure arts aren't too bad. If you get some perspective working, you can do with that, but obviously they're not in the same scale as Ultraman stuff in really, because an Ultraman character could hold a Power Ranger in their hand, and Kamen Rider characters should be about the same height, but they aren't. I wish we could get a Masked Rider in this line. That would be really cool. But I digress. So what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Lost Galaxy Red Ranger in Space Psycho Ranger 2-pack? It's a fun 2-pack. I like that the 2-packs are all story moments, so the figures are relevant together. That's really cool. I would really like to get some more characters from 2-packs, but because I feel like there are some characters, like maybe some villains, that would only be released in the 2-packs. Like, I don't think the Putty would have gotten a single release if it wasn't for the 2-pack, even though now we're getting a 2-pack of just the Putties. But I think that's just because of the overwhelming popularity of the Putty. It's probably my favorite Lightning Collection figure. It's grand. But, yeah, they're really cool. $40 seems pretty fair. It would be about 20 for each figure anyways, so $40 is very fair. Get it at your local hobby store if you can, but if not, there's always the internet. But it's a pretty cool 2-pack. If you have the blue Psycho Ranger, that's pretty much what to expect with the red. And honestly, this Red Ranger is pretty basic, but I do like the effect. They went out of their way to do the proper effect with the sword in the sheath, which makes me really happy. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. I will see you next time. When it'll probably be a graphic novel review, to be completely honest.